Yeah, hello everybody and welcome back to Belarkey Farms, Chip in Norton. So I've just run over to the shop to get some more fertiliser for our drill. Because if you remember in the previous episode, he just stopped working while he was planting the last field of canola. Because he'd run out. So I'm going to get it filled up, then I will take over. We're then going to fast forward a month, sell some produce. And then we might even be at the stage where the sugar beet's ready. And then we're going to have to build somewhere for the sugar beet to stay. So as you can see, we're down to £2,264. So I might even take some manure over to the bio plant if we've got any. But if not, we can fast forward. We'll be in massive minus figures. We'll sell some produce, get the money back up, and then we're going to need to build a root crop storage area because I don't think we're going to get all of this into the sugar mill. And I also want to start paying some of the higher purchases off so each month we don't go so far in the hole. Obviously I know we just bought the class tractor on higher purchase, but we desperately needed a big horsepower tractor, and that will come in very handy. So the corn's growing nicely, so we have that in October to do as well. We're going to have the sugar beet to do, and that's going to take a lot of carting. I think this time we'll end up bringing a bigger harvester, maybe renting the lorry, I don't know. It depends where we put our storage. If we put it in the yard, if we can afford it and put it in the yard, I might just use the tractor and trailer and do loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of trips. It'll take a while, but because we've got 3 tractors, we can be getting on with other stuff around the farm. But yeah, so I've just got to remember which field we were planting. I think it's the one over yonder. I think I've gone the wrong way. So that's the old potato field, as you can see. All harvested up. And we were planting the one next door with canola, and we'd planted the big new field as well. And then we'd done 2 grass fields, because we're going to be big into doing some silage, and we're also going to be doing some hay, and then hopefully we can get to the stage where we're making total mixed rations on the farm, which is why I stored a lot of the straw. Now we still have a bit of straw, as you can see in the distance there, from the previous harvest, but I don't particularly want to pick too much more up because our bunker will become full and then we won't get much hay in there, and we need a reasonable amount of hay. There we are. So that is now offloaded. I'm going to pull this up to the side of the road, side of the field even. We'll get it switched off, and I'll get this field finished. So where are we? Here we are. So let's get it struck up, lowered, and then I'm gonna crack on and get this field done. Right, I'll see you once it's done. Right, that's that field all drilled. So we do need to get it rolled, and we do need to get the other one rolled. So we'll get set up rolling. Might leave it on a worker, might do it myself, haven't decided yet. Rolling is never a fun job, and I completely forgot about it. Because I could have had a worker following me behind, but I think I'll have a go at it. I'm not going to leave the drill on here. Don't think we might do a field of wheat, I'm not sure yet. Kind of want to get some soybeans, sunflowers and that sort of shebang in as well, so I'm going to leave a couple of fields empty and we will get a couple of fields spread. To be fair, I might actually end up doing some lime spreading because we haven't done it in a while, and I can check all the pHs in the field. Now I will get a worker to do a bit of rolling for me. So get that hooked on, take him to the field we've just done, and then I'll have a look at my pHs and see what fields need doing, what fields I've missed, and what fields desperate really. So let's get that set up on a worker. And now let's go and have a look at what our fields are doing. So the pH. So yeah, I think all of this side could do with pH. That's not so bad. Not seen the brown colour before. 100% lime. So yeah, I might just, I'll go get some lime from the store and we'll get them all done. As you can see, that is like the different types of soil in that field. Really good. Pretty poor soil type, but never mind. For some reason there's a big patch over here. Bet that's where the difference is, yeah. But yeah, no, that's fine. We'll go get some lime if we've got money, because I know we're a bit scarce. Get some lime. Let's see how many bags we can afford. Oh, we can get 8 bags. Look at that. Let's see what we... Gotta leave some money for the workers. So yeah, I'll get 8 bags for now. And I'll run down to the store and I'll get them picked up. I'll see you guys shortly. So I got the lime spread on this first field. I just started the second field and we run out. I didn't realise I had automatic application rate disabled, so it wasn't putting it on right. So the outside of the field's not perfect, but the middle is good. The next field I've got it on, but you can soon tell the difference because you soon use a lot of lime. So I think we've got 3 bags at the store, which is pretty much it. So I might get that field done. Which is the only one we're desperate. That one doesn't really matter. This one we were desperate for because we didn't want the crop to grow and then not be able to do it. So that's not the end of the world. But hopefully next month we'll have a bit of money coming in so we can buy some more lime and get the whole farm spread, and then everything can be on maximum yield potential. So I'm just going to run the roller over to the field over here, and then I'll run the fast track back to the store. We'll pick up whatever bags we can get, or what we've got left. I don't think we can afford another one while we've got the worker running at the moment, but yeah, we'll get whatever we can picked up, and then we'll carry on with this field. So all of our fields are now rolled that we've drilled, apart from these grass ones. So I'm going to bring him over here and start rolling these grass fields, because I've just thought about it. But I'm also just spreading some lime on them. Just try and get them as best as possible. So I think we won't have enough to do this field, and then we haven't really got too much money to keep buying more lime. So we'll probably stop lime spreading for the time being, but we will get them rolled. So let's jump into this one and we'll bring it back to the grass fields and we'll get him rolling them. So yeah, we need to get this grass field rolled, and I'll carry on spreading what lime we have left. That was a bit strange, guys. I was just finishing that line we had left and it said the worker has stopped because the tractor has disappeared and it seems to have reset to the store, so I'm not sure what that's all about, but we'll get it hitched back up and I'll take it back down to the field and I'll get it set off again. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's a new one on me. That's the first time that's ever happened, so not sure really what was going on with that. But never mind, let's get it back down to the field and carry on. Right, so we've run out of lime again, and we're so close to finishing that grass field, so I think I'm just going to go get a couple more crates, and then we can get that field done. It'd be nice to do the other grass field as well, to get that sorted. Hopefully that worker gets that field rolled without resetting my tractor again. Don't know what that was about. But yeah, we're going to run down to the store, get another load, and we'll get it on that field, and hopefully by that time the rolling will be done and we can move on. So yeah, a few farm jobs to do today, just getting everything ready because got a bit too fast down the dirt track. But yeah, just get everything ready because we're going to be busy with our sugar beet harvest soon. We've also got this corn here and we've got the sunflowers, so I think they all sort of are ready in the same month, so it'll be a hectic month. Right, so we've got them all nicely done, so we should be able to see now that the pH is a lot better. So that's the field where I forgot to turn the automatic application on, so just see that bit there isn't quite done, but we'll get this one done next month, this one done next month, and field, we won't do field 8 until it's harvested. This, I don't know why this is, let's just go have a repurchase the soil, there we go. So yeah, that grass field needs doing again, so I'd imagine that we need to keep sampling that. It's a shame I can't sample this. Now I have thought about getting the I think it's down, is it in miscellaneous? There's a sampler we can get. I think it might be in here. Here it is. We could get this, lease it, and then just, you know, check that field over, and then it will give us a bit more accurate information. But I'm not sure. Soon as he's finished rolling this field, which I don't think is going to be too much longer now. So needs rolling. So yeah, he's just got the headlands to do, and then we should be done. Let's go have a look down at the side of area. I think we're keeping on top of selling everything down here, so yeah, there's only one pallet, so I know we're keeping on top of that. Let's go check on everything down here. So we should have some jam going on now. Yeah, water's good. Still got nearly 5,000 litres of seeds in there. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pallets of jam now. So that should be some good money when we get going. We've also got the bakery going at the moment. So where's the bakery? Yeah, here it is. And we've got bread being made with all the flour we're making. So as you can see, we have 6 pallets of bread ready to go. So I think the best time to sell that is, I want to say December time, but let's have a look. So yeah, December, £5,790. So we'll keep going until that is till it's December, and then we can get it sold. So oats we're keeping for our special product, but we've got plenty of barley. The wheat obviously is the chicken food, as well as things. So I might actually just deactivate the wheat for now, because I want to keep some of that for chickens. And then we've still got canola in there, so that's making oil, which is feeding our potato factory. So as you can see, we've got 21,000 litres in there now, and that's slowly making us some crisps. So yeah, so we've got 3 pallets out the front and 2 pallets in storage. So yeah, all of our productions are running very well. The sugar mill, it's actually coming down now, so we are getting some space in that. But our sugar is stockpiling because the cider factory doesn't need it. So as soon as it's full, like the storage is full here, we'll set it for storing, and then we might just sell whatever sugar we've got. It's only trouble with rolling, it does take a while. So yeah, it's just on that last lap there, and then we can move on into September. So actually, now I know where he is up to, I'm just going to cancel him and just quickly run down this side of the field, because I can do it so much quicker. And then we can move on into September. So I'll see you guys in September. So you join me in September. The cows need feeding. We're at minus £18,000, and we've got some produce to sell. So we're going to jump in the class, and I'm going to go run around, pick up whatever we've got to sell, because we need the money, and then we might cut the grass Or I might move on to October and do, because we've got plenty of vehicles, I might do grass cutting and all of the harvesting we've got. So there'll be quite a lot to do. So we need to make some money, because minus 18 is not, it's not a good start to the day. My other thing is, do we just move on to October, because we've got nothing apart from selling produce in September, and we could sell October's produce as well, because we're going to need money for a sugar beet harvester. So I might just do that. I think I'm just going to go into October, and then we're going to have a big old, well, we've got lots to do. So we're going to have sugar beet to do, corn to do, sunflowers to do, sell produce. Yeah, it's probably a better idea, and we've got to cut the grass as well. And we might have all of our grass fields ready, so we could set a worker on that. Ooh. So we're now at minus 40,000. Cows will be, yeah, they're poorly, so we need to keep an eye on them, get them fed. These cows have still got food, so that's good. Chickens, not too bad now. So if we look, the bakery is starting to store, so that's full. Sugar beet's good, because that means we've got room now. We've got quite a lot of them. We're out of barley, so we can turn off that now. We can turn off the slurry. And we are now out of potatoes as well. Oh. So, we've got 51 pallets of them to sell. So yeah, let's go and make some money and get ourselves out of minus figures, and then from there we should be able to get a sugar beet harvester, cut the grass, and we've got plenty of harvesting to do to make some more money. So I need to check how much canola actually I've got in here. So I've got 28,000 litres of canola oil, and I've still got 21,000 of canola, so I'm actually going to set that to storing, and I'm going to sell all of the rest of them, just because we don't need them all for the potato factory unless we grow loads. But we're also doing 2 fields of canola again, so we're going to have some more oil next time. But for now, I'm going to get everything loaded up, and I'll meet you guys at sell point. Right, here we are. Let's find out what our potato crisps get us. £258,000 plus £21,000 of environmental. So very good start. So we can actually hire a sugar beet harvester, and we can also hire a worker to run it. So I might just do that and get him to drive it down to the first field, which is just by the shop, or I might drive it down there because they can be a bit temperamental with it. And then we're going to sell the glass house stuff, so our chilies, lettuce and tomatoes. And then we'll also get the fast track sat starting to cut all 3 fields, because I think they're all ready now. And we should have plenty of grass and hay. Well, we're going to do hay. We should have plenty of it we can pick up, fill the cows up, put it into the 2 silos. I might do 1 field as grass and get rent a baler that can wrap them, and then we can get some silage bales as well. So yeah, October is a busy month. Right, I'll just pull this up by the glass houses, and then we'll pick our new sugar beet harvester. So we had the littler one last time. which worked fine, but the tank wasn't very big on it, so it was a bit of a constant emptying stream. So we'll have a look and see what we can get this time. So if we nip down to sugar beet harvesters, beet harvester. So I think we had this one last time. So it holds 18.5 thousand litres. This one holds 45 and this one holds 43. So I think this time, do we need to get a head for it? Let's have a look. Combinations, yes. So we've got to lease the head as well for it. So £2,000 for the head. Oof. And the harvester itself is £34,000, and the per hour cost is £14,000. So yeah, it's fairly expensive, but I'm hoping with all this produce we can make it back. So get all that produce on. As you can see, it's still coming out. So we've got 30,000 litres on there now anyway, and hopefully there should be some more very shortly. So there it is. That must be the last load we have out the glass houses. So yeah, not bad. The tomatoes must take a slight bit longer to make. Right, let's go get this harvester, run down to our first field, because I'm sure it'll all be ready now. I will double check actually, I've just rented that. Yeah, so yeah, both fields are ready. So that's going to be a mission of a job. So what I'll do is I'll get a worker set off, and then we might jump in and take over a bit later. We're also then going to have to work on carting this back and forth to the sugar mill, which annoyingly is right the other side of the map. So that is going to take some time. But yeah, let's get the header picked up. Yeah, there we go. The only trouble with these shops on farming, a lot of the time it chucks it right at the back, so you can't physically attach to it, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. So I'm going to set the worker not in the shop field, I'm going to set him in the other field, just because it's a bit bigger and there's a bit more room for him to turn around on. So I'm hoping he won't get caught on everything. And then as soon as he's full, we'll get him emptied and then we'll start carting. So I don't know if to rent the lorry again because it's so far. I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. Or do we get a different type of lorry? But that is the only one what goes really in the field. Four-wheel drive, proper agri-spec lorry. So I might do, because it's a long way, and obviously 55,000 litres is going to be better than 30,000 litres. But we'll see how quick he fills up. If he takes a while to fill up, we might have time to go in the tractor. So let's set him going. And we will take this load of produce. I'm going to take the eggs as well, because next month is their best month. We do need to check on the chickens, so they've still got food. And we've got a few eggs there now. So let's have a look. Eggs. So yeah, they're not far away from the best price, so... Oh, drift through the edge apparently. Yeah, so we'll take the eggs as well, and we'll get them sold. And then we might nip down to the cider factory. See what we can sell in the cider factory. Yeah, exciting times. Right, I'll get this loaded up and I'll see you down there. Right, let's find out what we get for all this. So another £76,000 and a £7,000 environmental. So the worker's about half full, so yeah, he isn't going to take too long. So what we will do, it's going to make our lives easier in the long run. So I think we're going to rent that lorry again. So we'll keep it. Yeah, let's take some. We don't need all of this. Let's make it bog standard. And then it's cheaper, so it's £14,000. It is pricey. And then it has this specific trailer that goes with it, which is £4,000 at least. So the trailer's not actually that bad. The lorry, quite expensive. But I'll take this. Hopefully I'll have time to take this down to our cider area and jam area, and we will we'll get the cider and jam picked up and sold. And I'm also going to set the fast track cut in the grass, and then we can start cutting some sugar beet back and forth. So I'll see you guys, I think, when we're loaded up with product, unless we have to take the lorry. We just got, for our 10 pallets of cider, £36,000 plus the £3,000 environmental. So, oof, look at the jam we have. So we'll get this jam taken over to the its sell point, and then we should get a nice tidy profit off it, and then we should have some money in the bank. We might be able to finally build what I was going to do for the oats, and I'll show you guys why I grew them. So let me just get this picked up. I also have, well, we're nearly full on our first thing of sugar beet. I also have another factory slash mod I've put on, which is for making juice out of lemons, oranges and stuff. So I'd quite like to build that down here. Make a nice little yard where we grow oranges and lemons, and then we can juice them in the factory. So that'd be quite smart, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. But first, let's get this sold. Then we're going to have to go pick the lorry up so we can sell. Well, we can pick up that first load of sugar beet, and then I would imagine we'll have to virtually run it straight up there, because I think it holds 47,000 litres and the trailer holds 55. So yeah, I think we'll get it filled. We might let him do a couple of laps, get it filled again, and then run straight up there. And hopefully with this harvester we've got enough time so that worker, I don't want that worker sitting around for too much, because at £14,000 a hour, she's pretty pricey. So we'll keep him busy as we can. Right, so I've got to remember where this sell point is. I think it's the next one, and it's around the back. But yeah, we'll get over to the farmer's market, get our beautiful jam sold. So we've got 16,000 litres of jam on board, and I have gone down the wrong entrance. It's the one around the side of this. I'll get spun around, and we will head to the right place. The class tractor is a class, depends if you're rich or not, is performing quite well. It is pulling the trailer fairly good. Right. And the traffic doesn't move for you, even though you're in a big rig. Let's just see if we can miss his bonnet and go around the outside. Like that. Right. Let's fire on down to the farmer's market and see what 16,000 litres of jam is going to bring us. Will we touch £400,000? it'd be nice. And let's find out. Yeah, just pulling up now. And here we go. £70,000 plus £6,000 environmental. So really good out of that. Didn't quite hit the 400,000. We're 16 grand short of after selling all of our produce. So, but still not a bad day at the office, I would say. Right, I'm just going to park this at the sawmill. And let's go get the lorry, because it looks like the worker is now full. So it can't come too quick. So let's get this lorry on. So we have gone for a bog standard lorry, but we were just trying to keep the costs to a minimum. But this will be so much more efficient on the road for us. We can get there from A to B a lot faster. It's nice doing it with tractors, but it is so much faster to run this. Right, I'll go get him emptied and I'll see you at the sugar mill. Here we are, our first sugar beet drop off to the sugar mill. So there we go. So now we run back to the field, empty it again, and then we'll keep carting. So I think what we'll do is we'll run back down there, then we'll jump in the fast track or the Lambo, and we will get them set up on cutting the grass, heading and windrowing. So I'll see you down there. Right, before we get on to the next load, I thought we'd finish off today's episode with buying what we were planning to do with the oats and we couldn't afford to do. So we're going to sacrifice a bit of grass in this field here, and this is what it is. We're going to buy some horses. So we're not going to have a big enclosure, but we're going to have a nice enclosure, and we're going to have some of our own horses. I'm going to get it there, I think. So let's run down there and have a look. I'm going to just stop the sugar beet harvester for the time being and turn it off. We can carry it on next episode, but let's jump into something that's close and go and have a look. Tell you what, we'll take the Lambo and we will load up the Bailey trailer with some food. And let's go and get our horses ready. So we'll have to ride them every day, look after them, and then eventually they should give us a good return on our money. But yeah, it's exciting. I haven't really done a lot with horses, so I know we need a hairbrush, which I think we can just buy, and I think we just feed them with oats, and then we just have to walk them, brush them, just generally look after them, really. So let's get. Ah, have I put the oats in the wrong silo? It would appear I put them in there. But it's fine because you should be able to pull out of these. If you park here, if it'll let me, or are we too high? Normally you can offload out of these. There we go. So yeah. Oh, apart from we can't offload the oats apparently. We can get everything out of it bar our oats. Well, I'll have a look into that anyway, but for now let's go and have a look at our horses enclosure, and we'll buy a couple, and then for next time I'm hoping I'll have the trailer full of some oats to come and tip in here. Should be able to extract them. There'll be a way of doing it. I've just got to figure out how. So yeah, we've put them down in this grass field. And here they are. You do need to smooth the ground out a bit. But yeah, it's only a small enclosure. It's not very big. But we're only going to have a couple at a time. So let's get a horse bought. A few to choose from, but I must say, so horses can be sold for profit. Horses like hay, oats and sorghum. Additionally, they require water. They need to be ridden daily to increase their value. Animals that are healthy and older than 22 months can reproduce. It's very cool. So I think I'm going to get these ones because I just like the colour of them. But we're going to get 2 baby ones for now. And let's go and meet our new friends. So here they are. The first horses on any series I've done. Beautiful things. So like you say, we've walked them around. And once we've walked them around, they'll give us a rating of, you know, how they're doing, and then we'll clean them up. But yeah, the next episode, I'll give these a proper ride around, and we'll get them fed. But yeah, so that's going to be a beautiful addition to our farm. And then I think you just go up to them and it tells you, so 0 months. The other one should say cleanliness 75%, riding 26%. So yeah, you've got to give them a good old ride, but we'll do that next time. And I think that is a perfect spot to leave this episode on. So thank you guys for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, please leave a comment. And as always, if you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, you'll get a notification of the next video. Thank you, and goodbye for now.